What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like it's been a minute, and you know what? I initially, after finishing Bridging the Rift, I was gonna check out Fallout, but I haven't gotten Arcane out of my system, and I feel like I can't sit here and watch another show and focus on that show and fully devote my time to that show when Arcane is still in the back of my mind. So, in my pursuit of hyperfixation, I was like, you know what? Let me try to do my own video essay. There are some things I wanted to talk about pertaining to Arcane, and writing it was actually a lot easier than I thought. Once I started, the words just kind of poured out. But the editing, it's taking its toll. I did not think that it would be this tedious of a process, and yet here we are. I don't want you guys to think like I've given up on the channel or I'm just gonna go AWOL. Like, no, I'm working on a video essay, and when that is done, I will be back and better than ever. I need to know what's going on because this rollout, these posters I've been following, I finally made it onto Arcane Twitter, y'all. I have just been, the posters, the Jinx rollout, like, I never got to experience the season 1 rollout, but for season 2, you best believe I'm about to be obnoxious. So with all that being said, let's stop all this talking. Let's get to this reaction. I'm like literally shaking. Like, I don't know if you I'm literally shaking. That's how excited I am. Let's get to it. I'm scared right now. Hold on. Let me turn up my brightness because I need to see this in all its glory.
You were right, Kate. My sister is gone.
No.
There's only Jinx now.
I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
I'm ready.
Ready to do what? Yeah.
To return peace to this city, you must declare martial law.
Martial law?
Topside is the real enemy. You have the chance
The biggest
to
hair.
rally the Undercity together. Your symbol. So what are you planning?
Oh.
Watch it all burn.
Attack on Piltover? Chuck.
You felt it, haven't you?
I'll ruin that for me. I know Warwick.
He's waking up.
Oh my god.
Sometimes taking
With the
a
bun?
leap forward means leaving a few things
Oh,
behind.
where's the... Was that Echo? Oh, she has black hair. Oh my god.
Then stop me.
Period. That was like way too much for me to take in. Them putting like November at the end of every trailer is just like, they're like, haha, you have to wait. I think we're gonna rewatch this really quick. Hold on, because
You were right, Kate. My sister is gone. There's only Jinx now.
oh, the girls are gonna be fighting.
I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
I'm just gonna say, I feel like this is gonna get really chaotic with Caitlyn defenders and Jinx defenders. Me being a Jinx defender myself, like, I want to talk, but it's like I want to save it to the end. But at the same time, it's like there's just so much to cover here. I'm gonna let it play.
I'm ready.
Got the black hair.
To return peace to this city, you must declare martial law.
That's that Firelight girl. Girl, that's that look back for how she kicked Caitlyn. Was that episode 6?
You must declare martial law.
Damn.
Topside is the real enemy. You have the chance to rally
That
the Undercity
haircut.
together.
See? They all got blue hair. Guys. Okay. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be leaning towards Zahn this season. I'm really gonna try to stay unbiased, but I'm really leaning towards Zahn. I just want the best for them, really.
Your symbol.
Next to Vander? So like, what about Silco?
So what are you planning?
What is going on here? Also, like, her face is like so much slimmer. Like, Vi, are we okay? Like, what's going on, girl? Okay. Doesn't she look like she's like wearing like Jinx's? Okay, whatever. Don't look too much into it.
Watch it all burn.
What's going on?
You felt it, haven't you?
Okay, so I know Warwick is Vander because someone ruined it in the comments for me. Thank you for that. Okay, whatever. Let's.
The Arcane is waking up.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things.
Ow, he doesn't have his paint. Wait. Are we seeing like that little hint of blue? Is he talking to Jinx? Y'all see that in the corner? Oh my god, am I being delusional? Okay, calm down. Shut up. Shut up. I'm calm.
Behind.
Was that Echo?
Means leaving a few things behind.
Wait, he looks so different. Girl, how many time skips are going to be in this season?
This has to end.
It's so cool.
Then stop me.
Period. Oh, they got the black one? Yeah, okay, I need to talk because that is just like so much information and at the same time not enough. I'm telling you guys right now, I am not going to be well. I am not going to be well this season. I'm not. It's weird. I have like the most peculiar feeling about this season. Like as a consumer, I'm like super excited to get into it, right? Like November can't come quick enough. But on the other hand, as someone who like, let's just be candid. Let's be real. I have a parasocial relationship with half of this cast, the characters. I'm honestly terrified for where they're going to end up by the end of the season. I don't see this ending happily. Maybe bittersweet, but I don't know. I'm scared. I have a few predictions for what I think might happen. I've been staying away from game lore. I haven't been looking into it. I kind of refuse to because I want to go into this blind, just like I went into season 1 not knowing anything about the game. I just feel like it's more exciting that way. The less I know about the characters and where they're eventually going to get to meet their game counterpart, the less I know the better for me personally. I know a lot of people were like, yeah, if you really enjoy it, check out the lore, look into the lore. I don't want to. I want to go in blind. Like I said, Warwick was spoiled for me. They told me it was Vander in the comments. So kind of disappointed about that because I felt like that was going to be a huge like emotional reveal. So the fact that I kind of have insight on that now kind of bums me out, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's get into the predictions. My predictions for this season. So I think they're still gonna follow that 3 act structure because it just worked so well for the first season. So I don't see why they wouldn't bring it back for season 2. So okay, we saw like a lot of different looks for these characters, mainly with Vi, who had I feel like the most drastic look. So I'm thinking Act 1 is probably we're gonna pick up like right where we left off, the direct aftermath of Jinx bombing the council. And let's see, I think that fight between Jinx and Vi that was kind of really highlighted at the end of the teaser trailer. I feel like that's gonna be the culmination of Act 1. I feel like those two are gonna go head to head. I mentioned in the art book in my season 2 teaser trailer reaction video, I mentioned that on the art book, Jinx has a missing middle finger. She has a metal prosthetic, and that I feel that Caitlyn's gonna be the one to shoot it off because you have to have crazy precision to hit the middle finger. So I feel like in this fight, culmination of Act 1, Jinx and Vi are gonna fight. They're gonna tussle. I feel like at some point, maybe Kate and Vi will have a falling out. Maybe they'll break up. As I'm guessing there's gonna be another time skip. Kind of like in season 1, after Act 1 and between Act 1 and Act 2, there's gonna be a huge time skip. I don't know if it's gonna be that long of a skip. Because the characters still fairly seem like they're the same age. So I'm thinking maybe like a year or 2, maybe even 3 years. Vi's gonna be in a really low place. It looks like she was like in those fighting pits. So like fighter pit Vi, which is like trending on Twitter. Not trending, but everyone calls her Fighter Pit Vi. The dark hair, the leather jacket. She's gonna be at her all-time low. Homegirl's just gonna be getting through life in those fighting pits. That's where I think we're gonna see her in Act 2. I honestly don't know where the story is gonna take Jinx. I mean, obviously we see she's kind of getting like an insurgence behind her, and I feel like Act 1 she's kind of gonna be like indifferent towards it, like, well, that's not really what I want, like I didn't really do it for them. But I feel like in Act 2, because she kind of has like that arc in the first season of desperately kind of wanting people to rely on her and see her as strong and not weak, and that whole arc. And I feel like in Act 2 she's gonna embrace that. Like we saw that one clip of like all those people with like the blue hair, they all dyed their hair blue in honor of Jinx, and they're like kind of like touching her on her shoulder as they're walking by. So I feel like in Act 2 she's gonna kind of embrace that role as being like the new symbol for Zon, for hope. Which I think if that's where they're taking that, like I'm gonna be emotional. I already know I'm gonna be crying for like every episode. I want the best for Jinx. I really do. And I know that's kind of crazy because they're like, she kind of blew up a council, but like, are we really gonna miss the council members? Let's be so for real. I feel bad. I don't really feel for Cassandra because like you were a part of the problem. Like you, as a councilwoman, being a part of the council in Piltover, like you contributed to that Hextech weapon just as much, because when they brought forth safety guidelines, y'all wanted to keep pursuing this because in pockets, because of that income. And as a result, the Hex-type weapon took y'all out. So, I mean, like, I don't necessarily feel bad for Cassandra. Like, it sucks. She seemed like her and Caitlyn were starting to kind of mend the relationship towards the end when she, allowed Vi or invited Vi to come and talk to the council. If anything, I feel more so for Caitlyn for losing her mother in that sense, or in that situation. It's hard to lose a parent regardless. But I feel like it would have hit for me more personally. And like, I don't know if this is something that was like done on purpose, but I feel like I would have been a little more in the middle as opposed to a strong Jinx bias, where if Caitlyn and Cassandra, I think that's her mom's name, if Caitlyn and Cassandra had established like a super strong relationship, But it felt like throughout the series, if anything, not so much that Caitlyn didn't like her parents, but they just didn't understand each other. And not more, I shouldn't say her parents, because her and her dad seemed pretty close, but more so like her and her mom. They just didn't really gel or like understand each other. I wouldn't say they didn't like each other, because we all know, we all have, I feel like, that one relationship with that one family member where it's like, I don't like you, but I love you, you know? So I feel like because, you know, with the times we did see them together, their relationship wasn't that like strong. Like it doesn't really hit, for me at least, so much where I'm just like, no, she lost her mom, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Wow, I got really sidetracked. Okay, back to my predictions. So season 2, Vi's in the fighting pits. She's at rock bottom. Jinx is on the come up. She's embraced being this symbol for Zahn. Echo. Okay, Echo had some new looks in there, and then there was like another, like he had an earring. And is this Echo after their time skip? But then again, we saw him on the hoverboard with Vi, because him and Vi are gonna team up, and I'm guessing that hoverboard scene is gonna be like Act 3. I feel like that's going to be the culmination of Act 3, the huge battle at the end, if you will. And it's looking like Mbessa is going to be the overarching antagonist this season. I feel like after Act 1, when Caitlyn and Vi split ways, I feel like Caitlyn's going to return to Piltover, obviously, because why would she go to Zahn? I don't know. I kind of feel like Mbessa is going to prey on Caitlyn's like anger and her resentment towards Jinx, and then broaden it and be like, yeah, you're mad at Zahn. Zahn has to pay for this. And so I feel like those two are gonna team up, and then Caitlyn's gonna realize she can't match Mbessa's freak, and that Mbessa is out for like blood. I mean, Caitlyn is too, but she's gonna see her do some heinous war crimes. And I feel like at one point Caitlyn's gonna be like, oh, I don't know about this. And then I feel like Vi's just kind of like in the middle. It's going to be eventually Zahn and Piltover are going to have to like reluctantly rely on each other and rise up against, where is Mbessa from? Noxus. And it's going to be Zahn and Piltover fighting against Noxus. Because I know they said like one of the biggest themes of the season is going to be like forgiveness. So I feel like it's just going to be one of those things where they're like, we got to team up to defeat this bigger threat, which is Mbessa. And I feel like that's what's going to end up happening. I know Echo is already in Piltover from that stealth mission clip, him and Heimer. I don't know exactly what they were doing there, but I know it's got something to do with science. I'm hoping that if Jace is alive, that maybe, you know, he could not so much like mentor Echo, but maybe they could link up. Jace could be trying to atone for creating this Hextech weapon, or being responsible for playing a role in creating this Hextech weapon. And then he's going to team up with Heimer and Echo, and maybe they're going to try to build something to reverse something. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of where I feel where everyone is going to end up. That's kind of my predictions for season 2. And this is me not knowing any of the lore. Speaking of lore, I don't know what they're going to have Warwick doing. I feel like there's like this clip from the trailer where it's like we see like a back shot of Vi, and it's like the red background, and she's like holding her hands up, and it's like Warwick in front of her. So I'm hoping that Vi can clock that, like, yo, this is actually Vander. Or the other way around, like when Vander fell into the shimmer, or when he took the shimmer, he was able to still be conscious, where it's like we see other people take shimmer, and you know, after they turn all deranged and monstrous, they kind of like Deckard, he was gone. But like Vander, he was able to still like talk and acknowledge, you know? So I'm thinking either Vi is gonna clock that that's Vander, and there's gonna be like a cute little reunion, or Vander's gonna clock, he's gonna fight through the brainwashing or whatever Singe did to him, and he's gonna be able to clock that, yo, that's Vi. And then maybe they're gonna team up. I don't know. But if I'm being honest, I would like to see like Savika and Vi team up. Like if after the time skip, if Jinx and Vi are able to like not like fully reconcile, because I just don't see that. I don't see it happening where they're just like, I love you too. I feel like it's gonna be more reluctant, like we're forced to work together, and then while we're forced to work together, we're eventually gonna kind of come to some kind of middle ground or comfortability with each other where it's just like, okay, now we can actually have that conversation and be vulnerable and talk about everything that's happened since the night everything happened. We already know Savika's gonna rally behind who she thinks is the best fit for Zahn. So I definitely see her as being Jinx's number 2. So because Savika is Jinx's number 2, I feel, God, I am talking a lot. because Savika is Jinx's number 2, I feel that when Jinx and Vi eventually reconcile, hopefully, that Vika and Vi will have to reconcile or at least tolerate being in each other's presence, which could lead up, hear me out, it could lead up to an awesome fight sequence with Vi and Savika fighting somebody else. Like, I don't know, I would like to see it. It'd be nice to see, because between Vi and Jinx running through Savika in season 1, it'd be nice to see all the girls on the same team fighting against war crimes, or maybe committing a few of their own. That's kind of where I'm at. That's where I think this season is going. Like I said, I'm not asking for a happy ending. I just want to see some kind of emotional growth. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in and listening to my TED Talk. If you guys have made it this far into the video, thank you so much for sticking around. I know it's been a while. It's good to get the camera back on, get the camera back working. As always, if you guys have other social media platforms that you'd want to check me out on, I will be posting them right up here. So definitely feel free to check your girl out. If you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed reacting to it, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're really feeling it. Also, I've got some more Arcane content coming in the form of a video essay. It'll be my first ever video essay, so y'all don't be too harsh. I'm hoping I can get it done soon. The editing process and then just trying to find these clips, it's been a lot. It's been a fun experience at the same time. I never thought I could organize and really articulate my thoughts in such a way, but yeah, I've just been consuming all this Arcane content, and I was like, you know what, I gotta talk about this. I have to talk about this, so I'm gonna give it my best shot, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. So definitely keep the notifications on. Look forward to getting a video essay very soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. So until then, I'll catch you guys.